Okay, I just took a MSN Recorder Max and I ran it, so it produced a file name. And I'm taking this file name and I'm going to select to create an area in my notepad here, segregated by open braces, couple of return, Control V to paste the file name, and a bunch of closed braces to mark it separately from the other files that I've dealt with. In addition to that, I'm going to turn on the webcam to demonstrate a concept of vanity phone numbers that spell domain names and domain names extension in multiple ways. So I'm going to demonstrate a vanity phone number on a sweatband first. So I'm going to put it on my head to show you this vanity number and a matching phone number, domain name and domain name extension. And in this case, it is WizMoreBiz, as I'm going to add it also to a couple of sweatbands on my arms to show how I can mark my videos on YouTube with my logos. So I'm going to put one sweatband on my right arm with one set of domain names and vanity phone number. In this case, it is the psych.co, which has a matching phone number, as you can see. This is on my right hand, and now I'll repeat another one on my left hand, also basically on the wrist, and then flip it over. I want it also to be facing both directions. So this is the same uh, WizMoreBiz equals 949, 6,673, and 249, which Wiz.biz spells. So now I'm going to put it on my hand, wrap it around. So when I move my hands, the camera, the webcam that I'm running right now, will capture it. This way, when people use my videos and republish it on their names from YouTube, for example, they cannot prevent me identifying myself. So this is a way to deal with the copyright violation, which people are using your media that you publish and recycle it under their name. So far I'm running two recording systems. One is MSN Recorder Max, which is a screen recorder, and the second one is a webcam that comes with the Windows 11. Right now I'm adding another recording system, which is Psar.exe, problem step recorder. So I selected it, and now I want to check that the settings is appropriate. It is set to a maximum of 999 number of recent screen captures to store. Once I verify that, I'm going to click the new recording and start a new recording, and this will record all the screenshots plus all the keystrokes in between. At the present time, I want to add another element of a anti-copyright violation methodology, which is embedded multiple identification methods. In this case, it's the fishing hat, which I'm pulling now off from behind me. You can see that this fishing hat has multiple identifications, such as right on the front, at the top, and then on the brim. In this case, this is WizMoreBiz on the very bottom of the brim, and on top of it is matching phone number 949 6670. What is it? 3 and 249, and the same thing is on the upper part, white on black. In addition to that, it has also the same Legos on the under brim as well as on the back and on the bib and mask that it has built in. So I'm going to demonstrate that next. I'm going to try to wear it and to demonstrate it the way that it works. When I go fishing, for example, I can wear that. I have a mask over my mouth and nose. So for COVID, I'm protected and protecting other people. And then when I don't want to cover my mouth and nose, I can drop it down to act as a bib. And in this case, the bib has the same domain name, the psych, and domain name extension.co. And underneath it, the matching telephone number is 843 area code 779 and 2426. The .26 matches the .co. In other words, the C in .co in the domain name extension converts to 2 on the phone dialer, and the O in .co, the domain name extension, converts to 6. Together they create the number of 26, the last 2 digits of this vanity phone number. At this point, I'm ready to go to the main mission of today, and that is to comply with the Google policies of activating Google Voice numbers before they expire. So I'm going to go to a browser and find a Gmail account here. I'm going to look for a Gmail account, and then here there is a Google Voice that will expire in 30 days. So I'm going to open it up. I'm going to copy the message with Control C to the clipboard buffer, and then go to my notepad and paste it in at the top with Control V. And now that I got the account MacDate TV, I'm going to copy to the clipboard buffer by marking it with the cursor first, then edit, copy, and then I'm going to navigate to Google Voice for this one account. So I'm going to move a little bit my screens to organize them better so I can see the front, what is in the front and what is in the back, and monitor everything. Then I'm going to navigate to another instance where I notice that I got some spammies to delete. So I will Control, mark it for deletion, or Shift, mark it for deletion, and then go down a few more items that need to be deleted. Then select the trash can icon and click delete, and delete again. Now that I clean some of the spammies, I'm going to switch to the account that I need to deal with, which is MacDate TV. So I'm scrolling down to the bottom and then select add another account, and I see that there are too many open accounts. So I'm going to go to another account and just log out of all of them, sign out of all accounts, and then sign back in to one account and continue. Then click next and hope that Google will let me come in, which it does. So at this point, I want to go to another account and try to log again. Sign in. And I want to sign in. Use another account. Mark date TV. And next. And then the password. And next. I want to skip everything else and focus in on the important thing, which is dealing with a Google Voice that will expire. At this point, I'm ready to call ChatGPT. So I'm going to enter the number of ChatGPT. It will be 800 Chat GPT. Put it first in my notes and then copy it, edit, copy to the clipboard buffer, and then paste it in my notes. Control V, I'll make this outbound call, but then I notice that there is some kind of spammy here that I need to delete. So I go Shift and delete. And now I'll make an outbound call to ChatGPT. Help me with my domain name, Mock Date TV. No, this is incorrect. It is Mock, MOCK, a methodology to document my compliance with Google, a vanity phone number that will expire in 30 days for inactivity. So I activate it by calling a ChatGPT, and I'm also recording it in multiple ways. In MSN Recorder Max, which is a screen recorder, in my notepad, the built-in notepad in Windows 11, then the webcam software that comes with Windows 11, and in addition to that, with Pissar Problem Step Recorder.exe, which is a software that is included in Windows 11. Can you repeat the multiple recording ways? That's right. And now I'm constructing a file name to store all this information. So I started with a Mac date TP, which is the Google account number. Okay, next there is an at sign to indicate that this is a Google, a Gmail account number. After that comes a phone number, the Google Voice number, area code 562 248 6423, and an equal sign. Yes, I would like to add the what does the number, this Google Voice number, what does it spell? Which words does it spell? No, it does spell. You make a mistake. What it spells is the following: job AI voice. That's right. And that is important because I'm going to create an AI voice job platform so people can publish when they need an AI voice specialist. They can publish the jobs on my platform and find quickly an AI voice specialist that will help them construct an AI caller software. That's right. And now I'm selecting a platform, and I want to get your opinion as far as maybe selecting a better platform. The platform that I'm selecting now to demonstrate it and to use is a VAPI, Voice API. What do you think about Voice API? Right. So, what do you think? Can you make up a comparison table between the various uh, Google various AI caller platforms? No, I think that this gives me a general idea. So by now I added the phone number. Let's continue with the file name. Remember the file name that I started at the beginning that spelled Mark, open parentheses, Mark K date TV. That was for the Google account Mark date TV with an at sign. And I put in a prefix that contains a Google Voice 1 subfolder to document all my Google Voice outbound calls to comply with the Google policy. Let's repeat again. Day TV, @ open parentheses, the phone number, 562 area code, 248 and 6423, which is, and then an equal sign to the area code that spells the word job, open parentheses, job, close parentheses, and then AI voice, which is the vanity domain name. Job AI voice. Can you repeat it? Bye. So now I have to upload it to the cloud. So I select drive, and then I click the plus and the folder upload. No, plus no, and then folder upload, and wait for it to come up with a file folder prompt. And then I'm going to keep just the voice one and delete everything else. So it uploads this subfolder to the cloud. And it says 118. So I place that as 118, and I put an X in front of the file name to indicate that it was saved to the local drive and uploaded to the drive to the cloud, 118 folders. In addition to that, I want to create another local folder that starts with a combination of the account name and the vanity phone number. So I go File, Save As, and now I want to go to the document subfolder and create a new subfolder that spells this information, starting with Mark. So it will start actually with open parentheses, Mark Trial TV at the phone number equal job AI voice, and that will be the subfolder. Then I open the subfolder, double click it, then copy to the clipboard buffer and insert it as a prefix to the file name in the file name prompt area for the Save As dialog box. Control V to paste it, and a backslash to separate the path from the file name. And then I'm going to review what I've done, copy to the clipboard buffer, and save it in the subfolder. Having done that, I'm going to put in an X and a space as a prefix to the file name, then Control V to paste the file name, and finally I'm going to upload it to the Google Cloud. So I'm clicking the plus sign, plus new, folder upload, and paste the string that includes the path, the folder, the subfolder path. Then I delete the irrelevant information and keep just the path to the folder to upload the entire folder. I click upload again, and then when it comes back, it will tell me one of one. So I go back to my file name and I put one after the file name as a suffix to know that I uploaded to the cloud and it uploaded one folder. At this point, I'm ready to also deal with the with the PSAR, problem step recorder. I'm going to stop and review it, and I want to make sure that it doesn't get out of control too long. So I'm going to clip it here and split it into several files so neither files become too long. I'm waiting for the hourglass to end, and then I'm clicking the save button and I'm waiting for it to let me paste in a name to save the file, this time as a zip file as opposed to the previous two files which were text files. So I pick up a previous file name that I was using and overwrite the section at the end with the new file name string. Control V to overwrite it. And then I need to delete parts of it that are no longer relevant, which are the parts that deal with the subfolder name, because I'm going to use another subfolder. So I'm going to delete this part that is no longer relevant and then update the other part with the correct date and time and so on. So let's start from the year. This is a year, today's date is 12/17/2025. So 12-17, and I need to delete a couple of extra characters. 2025, I'm going to get rid of the subscript. And today, the date today is Wednesday, so I'm going to replace the TH for Thursday by capital W and lowercase e for Wednesday period. And the current time now is 12:39 p.m. So I'm going to put in 12:39 p.m. and I started it about at 12 p.m. So it's been more than half an hour at it. 1-2 period 00. Notice that I replaced the colon in the time by a period because that complies with the Windows 11 permissible file name characters. Cannot insert a colon, so instead of a colon, I'm using a period to indicate the minutes. At this point, I'm ready to take the path to psar.txt, Control C to copy to the clipboard buffer, and then insert it as a prefix to the file name prompt. Control V followed by a backslash on the Save As dialog box. So now that I got a complete string with the prefix of the subfolder name, which is psar.exe, that stands for problem step recorder.exe1, backslash separator, and then the file name itself. Now I'm ready to, first of all, copy to the clipboard buffer and then save it locally. Then I'm clicking Review Additional Details to see that that was a total of 207 steps. And as I scroll back, I can see each of the screenshots and what exactly I've done. That is creating an audit trail, extremely detailed audit trail to document what I've done. At this point, I'm ready to start a new recording, and I go back to my notepad and I paste it. Control V and enter, and then file save just in case it hangs up. I want also to ensure that my video recording continues, so I'm looking back to see that the red circle is active, so which means that I'm recording everything with a webcam, that it didn't stop all of a sudden, which sometimes it stops all of a sudden out of control. Okay, at this point, I'm pretty much ready to wrap it up. I complied with everything. I made an outbound call to ChatGPT. I recorded it in multiple ways. I've already checked one recording with psar.exe, and now I want to suspend the webcam recording and to play it back by double clicking and pressing the playback. So I verified that it actually worked. Looks like it works fine. Going to X out of it. Then I'm going to stop the MSN recorder.